When I gave birth to our triplets in the hospital, my husband became furious and abandoned us. But 12 years later, he showed up at our door. Marcus always bragged about his perfect genes. Former Division I football player, never even got a cold, constantly flexing about how our kids would be Olympic athletes. He had their entire athletic careers mapped out before they were born. Football for the boys, gymnastics for our daughter. But when we found out I was pregnant with triplets, Marcus bought 3 tiny jerseys with his college team logo. He spent hours researching youth sports programs and talking about scholarships they'd earned by age 10. The delivery went smoothly. 3 healthy babies, perfect weights, no complications. Marcus was filming everything, already planning to show coaches their athletic genes when they got older. But then the doctor started his routine examinations. After checking reflexes and responses, his expression changed completely. He stepped away from the babies and asked to speak with Marcus in the hallway. Marcus came back 10 minutes later looking like someone had died. The doctor followed, clearly uncomfortable. "I need to discuss something important with both of you," he said gently. All 3 babies showed signs of the same rare neurological condition. It would affect their motor skills and cognitive development. They'd need years of physical therapy, speech therapy, occupational therapy, special education programs, constant medical appointments. The doctor was careful to explain they'd live full, meaningful lives. Many people with this condition thrive with proper support, but it would be very different from what we'd imagined. Marcus stood by the window, staring out at the parking lot. I reached for his hand, but he jerked away like I'd burned him. "This is impossible," he whispered. "My family has perfect genetics. This has to be your fault somehow." I tried to explain that genetic conditions can come from anywhere, but he wasn't listening. He kept muttering about his family history, his athletic achievements, how this made no sense. That night, while I was sleeping after an exhausting day of feedings and medical consultations, Marcus packed his clothes, loaded his car, and disappeared. No conversation, no explanation, no goodbye, just gone. He left me a 2-sentence note. "I can't handle this. Find me when they're normal." Raising 3 special needs children alone nearly destroyed me financially and emotionally, but we built an incredible life together. Emma learned to walk at 4 and I cried happy tears for an hour. Tyler didn't speak until age 5, but his first word was mama, and it was perfect. Sam developed an intense fascination with trains. By age 8, he had memorized every subway system in North America. By 10, he was drawing engineering blueprints for imaginary rail networks. Last Tuesday, someone knocked on my door. Marcus stood there wearing a designer suit, expensive watch, trying to look successful. "I heard about Sam's situation," he said with this fake smile. "I want to be part of their lives now. I've matured a lot." I stared at him. "You heard about Sam's situation." Sam had tested into MIT's early admission program at 16. His autism gave him an incredible gift for patterns and engineering. The same train obsession Marcus would have seen as a disability led to a full scholarship to study transportation engineering. "You want to come back now that one of them is successful," I said. "Where were you when Emma took her first steps at 4? Where were you when Tyler finally spoke and said mama? Where were you during a decade of therapy appointments and sleepless nights?" Marcus shifted uncomfortably. "Look, I made some mistakes, but clearly everything worked out fine. They're obviously talented. They're talented because I never gave up on them, because I saw their potential when you only saw problems." I called Sam over from his computer where he was designing railroad bridges. "Sam, this man claims he's your father." Sam looked at Marcus for exactly 3 seconds, processing. Then he looked back at me with that logical expression I knew so well. "That's statistically impossible, Mom. My father died in a car accident when I was 2 years old. You've told me this story 47 times." I told them Marcus died rather than explain that he abandoned them because they weren't the perfect athletic children he'd ordered. Marcus's confident expression crumbled. "Sam, no, I'm alive. I'm your real biological father." Sam shrugged and walked back to his computer. "Correlation does not imply causation. Also, my real father wouldn't have left us." I closed the door firmly on the man who wanted perfect children and missed out on 3 extraordinary kids instead.